Hello everybody, Dan Bavis here. Welcome back to Daily Soap Dish. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button down below because we cover a ton of 90 Day Fiancé right here on the channel. Right guys, so let's get into it. Today we have a story for you about Memphis and Hamza from Tunisia. Now, if you guys have been following the channel the last few days and perhaps even weeks, you know that this couple has had quite a tumultuous relationship. Now, when Memphis went to Tunisia back in January 2021, her and Hamza had sexy time, basically the first night together in Hamza's mom's house. And kind of disrespectful to his mom, really. But by the end of her first trip in Tunisia, she was pregnant. Her trip lasted about 3 weeks or so. A lot of people are confused about the timeline. Some people don't even believe that it's Hamza's baby. But regardless of that, this couple has had quite a tumultuous relationship. And a lot of the reason for that is all these accusations that Memphis has made against Hamza on the internet. She has called him abusive. Her mom has called Hamza abusive. She has compared him to Jeffrey Paschal. Of course, we have covered this in multiple videos by this point. However, in recent days, actually in the past day or so, Memphis once again came online and is basically really having a meltdown, and it's pretty shocking, but that's really what this video is going to be about. So let's take a look at at what Memphis has said on the internet. Let's go and take a look right here. Now, if you guys watched the tell-all, you know that Memphis basically did not want to have anything to do with the whole thing, and she basically stormed off the set. She just completely left the building, and she didn't want to answer any questions about her relationship, or Hamza's baby, really. So we're gonna go and we're going to take a look right here, and this is going to give us the gist of what, because she's went online and she's went on a bunch of massive rants. So I'm not even sure if we're going to be able to cover everything that she posted, because there's just so much. I'm going to take myself off here. This comes from the Mommy Says Bad Words 2 Instagram account. So she screen capped this. This is what it says, guys. Since this journey has started, I have had so many women reaching out to me about various things. This was my true purpose of going on the show. I wanted to show women, men, children, and teens that you are never defined by your trauma and that you can always turn them around no matter who says what about you. But of course, the devil sees ways to take a kind-hearted person and project their evil onto her. So just maybe they can stop people from seeing her as more than what they want you to see. So there's some spelling mistakes there, but I think that's what she means. Almost as though taking a positive part of history out of history books. Read that. Stop being easily influenced by worldly things and shame the devil. He preys and thrives off that very hate. So some bizarre wording from Memphis. She seems to really kind of take things a little far in the way that she thinks things, or in the way that she expresses things. It's bizarre. It almost sounds, Mommy Says Bad Words is calling this manic posting. It's hard for me to disagree when I read some of this. It's just, it's really extreme and out there. Let's see what else she says. Why are women so quick to down another woman over a man? When men sees that a woman is willing to dog another woman, they truly do not have respect for you. They know you are easy, and guess what? More than likely, their next victim. Be careful what you ask for, because that very woman you talk crap about may soon be you. Zebras do not change their stripe, they just throw on tacky paint. And don't you dare tell them they are a zebra, because they want to believe people can't see them for who they really are. They want you to only see what they show you. Stay woke. Hashtag food for thought. Women united. I don't understand what she's even talking about. I gotta be honest with you guys. And according to Mommy Says Bad Words, she posted this at 5 or 6 in the morning, and she has quite a number of these things. So let me just, I'm going to go to the rest of these messages in a second. Let me just tell you guys some more info based on what I know. I have heard that Memphis and Hamza are going to get divorced. I have also heard, and this is from what I'm hearing, this is coming from Memphis's side. She wants to divorce Hamza. You guys know she's accused him of abuse. She hasn't provided any proof, but she's accused him of abuse. You know, she has said that he doesn't take care of their child and is abusive. She's also not really clarified exactly what she means by abuse, but in her words, he's abusive. And based on my understanding, you know, proceedings for divorce have been undertaken. I'm not sure how far along they are, but that's my understanding. The other thing is that based on what I understand, Memphis is refusing to allow Hamza to see the baby, and this has been going on for about 2 months. The baby was born in late October or November. I'm not sure on the date. However, in the last 2 months or so, Memphis has not allowed Hamza to see the baby, and I guess they're breaking up for real, because you guys are aware that Hamza is now in Chicago. He's living in the suburbs of Chicago, where there's a big, you know, Arab-speaking community. And so they are breaking up, and Memphis is not allowing Hamza to see this baby that is his, but a lot of people are not sure if it is or not. So it's a very sad situation all around, guys. That's all I can say. But that's just to give you guys some perspective about what's going on behind the scenes. So let's go and take a look at some of these other messages here. So basically, Memphis really is saying that she's blaming women for tearing her down over Hamza taking his side. I don't know where she's getting this. I don't get it. I don't know what she's, you know, I don't know what she's seeing out there, because she's making it seem like it's a woman on woman thing. Just very bizarre. I just don't, like I said, I just don't get it. Okay. Yes, you know, when God chose you to handle these battles because he knew with pain, with hurt, with criticism, you will continue to make a difference. Those who support me, we will never be silenced, and we will stand behind each other and give each other strength. There is strength in numbers. Don't follow suit. It may lead you to a world of destruction. Don't let the way of this nasty world discredit and destroy you. People often hate what they don't have or what they wasn't able to obtain. I see why people hate me now, because they couldn't achieve even half of what I have with all the demons that have attacked and tried to destroy me. I will have the last say. You will never see me that vulnerable again. My pain drives me. I gotta say, you know, it sounds like she's trying to convince people that she is this pillar of strength when she is letting the small things affect her. You know, we did a video about this just maybe 2 weeks ago, where she was basically going nuclear on people for bullying a picture of her baby, which was a total clickbait post that she did to get attention on her. And no one was really bullying, as far as I saw, her kid in that picture. But then she was accusing everybody of bullying her, and then she threatened to never post pictures of her kids ever again. It almost sounds like Memphis doesn't live in reality when she posts. The things she is saying, they don't coincide to the things that we are witnessing out there. There is a complete disconnect. And I'll get to that in a second, by the way. So, this is the problem with the world. Whenever a woman tries to speak her truth, other women want to spew their hate and say, oh, you need a therapist. Okay, so we're going to get to that in a second, all right? No, we don't need a therapist. What we want is for women like us to know they are not alone, and they too can come out of hiding. Do not be ashamed. Do not fret, for these people have no merit over your life. Speaking the truth brings peace. Let's normalize giving positivity instead of hatred. People are more impelled to give hate than love. It baffles me. If you don't like the message I am sending, just move along. I'm not asking for more followers, and I don't need them. I want supporters. Okay, so a few things here, guys. She's saying, I don't want more followers. She posted about 2 weeks ago. If you guys don't remember, you can go and you can take a look at that video that I did. It was titled Baby Update for Memphis and Hamza. She posted a picture of her 7-year-old son on her Instagram and made the caption incredibly misleading, making it look as if it was her new baby that she had with Hamza. She wasn't clear, and people even congratulated her for her baby in the comments, and she sent love emojis and whatnot. She went along with it, with this kind of fake news that she put out herself, and only hours later did she correct and say that, oh, this is my old baby. There was no reason for her to post a picture of her old baby than to simply get attention and get her name spoken about. And so when she's saying, I don't need more followers, I don't want attention, yeah, I don't know if I buy that. I don't know how you can, considering she's actually tried to get attention by even just putting out fake information out there. And so she puts out fake information, and then once people realize what it is, and like I said, she's saying people are super nasty and we're bullying her kids. I didn't see it, but you know, people calling you out for doing something that's clickbait or that's clearly looking for attention, I think that's only normal if you're doing something that's clearly looking for attention. I mean, you're not going to get a positive answer to that. And so that's the bizarre thing. What she's saying here, clearly she's done some things that were attention seeking, very clearly. The other thing she's saying, and let me just go back to that, is the therapist part. So she's saying people are telling her that she needs a therapist. And, you know, I don't necessarily, this is not something that I want to do, but she's kind of opened this door up herself. Her ex-husband came online about 2-3 months ago, or her ex. I don't think it was her ex-husband, my bad. I think it was just one of her ex. And this ex-person was completely on the ball, said that Memphis and Hamza were together in the US and they already had their baby. This is how we knew that Memphis and Hamza had this baby, because this ex of Memphis actually spilled the beans. Now, what this ex also said was that Memphis is bipolar. And like I said, it's not my job and I don't like to speculate on anybody's medical condition, but Memphis is kind of opening the door here herself, and her ex said this as well. And so then you also see all this posting, you know, she's going on these massive rants on the internet. They sound unhinged. They sound, you know, mommy says bad words, says manic. They don't sound normal. They don't sound like they're rooted in reality. And so you have to wonder what is going on there. But what I'm gonna say about that though is I don't think we can blame Memphis for that. If she has any kind of medical condition that's out of her control, that's fine, and I think we need to respect that. However, I don't think that TLC should have hired somebody that perhaps had, you know, let's say that she, you know, she suffers from some kind of condition that obviously would make her less able to deal with the criticism, you know, that comes from being in the spotlight, from being on the show. So it would be TLC that would be to blame for even putting her in this position in the first place, because clearly she wouldn't have the tools to be able to deal with the scrutiny that comes from the show. Now, on the other hand, Memphis herself isn't doing herself any favors, because she's calling the haters, the critics, of being demons and lowlives and all kinds of things. You can even just see it in the tone of these recent messages that she goes in hard after the critics. And so when you do that, people are going to respond in kind. So it makes for a very fiery situation, very you know, explosive situation, I guess we can say, for Memphis, and it's just not good all around. But clearly, some of the things she's saying are just not true. Her saying she just does not want attention or does not want followers, clearly not true. We have proof that is just false. So let me see what else I can show you guys here about these recent messages that Memphis had. So these were just a few texts. There's others, and we'll go through some of them as well. You guys kind of get the gist of it. Like I said, mommy says bad words, calling her manic behavior. Stop telling people what you should and shouldn't affect them. You don't get to choose when your trauma affects you. You really learn who your people are in times of darkness. Anyone can be there for the good days, but those that continue to be there through your weakest and most painful moments are keepers. It's not how you start off, it's how you come back. My pain drives me. Do you not see what I have accomplished? This is a storm that will pass. Only through the grace and mercy will my patience pay off. We all wasted the best versions of ourselves on someone who didn't give a single F. Sometimes it's better to listen to your logical self. Your heart often is easily deceived. This is not said enough. An attraction that gives us butterflies is great, but a connection that fills us with peace is truly underrated. So, there you have it. When you know better, you have to do better. When they show you who they are, believe them. Don't be guilty to believe otherwise. That is when you lose your power. We no longer go for looks. We go for maturity, stability, loyalty, and something else. So this is what I wanted to bring to you guys right here. Memphis is, look, she is a mother of 3 kids now by 3 different fathers. And based on, our understanding, her and Hamza are Splitsville, and they're in the process of getting divorced. And so she's admitting that she went for looks. Hamza's a good-looking guy. I think, a lot of people say this. She's admitting she went for looks. I think we all saw it, right? I mean, we all saw they had nothing in common. They couldn't even speak the same language outside of Memphis, big boobies, and sexy time. They couldn't speak the same language. They couldn't communicate with each other. Memphis basically was pushing for sexy time because sexual compatibility, like she said, was basically one of her biggest priorities into this relationship, right? And she got pregnant on that trip as well, unless she got pregnant before, like some people are saying. But even let's just say she got pregnant on that trip. She is acting incredibly she's very irresponsible in her decision making. When you have 2 kids, you can't communicate with this guy. You haven't really lived with him. You don't know if you're compatible. You're going to bring him over to the US. You're going to have a child with him right off the bat when you already have 2 kids by 2 different dads. And then a few months later, as it turns out, well, you're not compatible, just like everyone kind of thought that you were not. And now you're putting all these accusations out against Hamza without any proof, because that's the big thing here, right? It's not that she's accusing Hamza of these things, it's that she's not providing any proof for any of these accusations. And I think that's where she loses credibility, because she is comparing him to Jeffrey Paschal, but no receipts, no evidence, no nothing. And so it makes it very hard for us to believe. If she would provide receipts, of course, it would be different, but she doesn't. And so she's very irresponsible, and even here she is saying that she went for looks, and now she's going to change and, not go for looks anymore. So I think Memphis really has a lot of soul searching. I think she has a lot of growing up. She sounds very immature, really. If she went for looks, already having 2 kids by 2 different dads, if she went for looks and got knocked up very, very early on in the relationship, it just goes to show you just how irresponsible and immature she is. And she's kind of admitting it here. I guess that's what I'm getting at. When they rational his wrongdoings because they preyed on you thinking you were a broken fawn looking for his mother, and then boom, they soon realize you have lots of people that have your back. Be careful who you confide in. Those very things they will use to discredit you and make you look crazy. A narcissist prayer. That didn't happen. If it did, it wasn't that bad. My goodness. Step back and stop waiting. Stop waiting on that person to show their true selves. More than likely, your revolutions will only cause them to play their sympathy card. They will always portray you as the problem. They enjoy silencing you. The truth is, you don't love the narcissist. You even don't know him, her, because he, she hides behind the mask. You're just addicted to the roller coaster ride he, she gives you. My goodness. So, I guess she is quoting somebody else here. There are so many of these guys, right? That's the thing. So there are so many of these. It's hard to keep up with all of this insanity with Memphis, you know, with what she's posting. Absolutely hard to keep up with. I wanted to give you guys this because she went on a huge, massive tirade, rampage, posting online. I really think she should stay off of social. You know, I don't think that the social game is working out for her. I think just stay off of social, stop posting things, because these things, they don't make any sense. She's saying that Hamza is the one trying to make her look like bad and smearing her and doing all these things. We don't see it. Where is this? Where is Hamza doing this? Because he doesn't do any of this based on what we see on social media. He does not do this. I think Memphis kind of smears and makes herself look bad. And then when people criticize her because she exposes herself, she goes and attacks Hamza. She's saying Hamza's a narcissist. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I am so just flabbergasted by what we're seeing here. You know, and it's just not really the ramblings of someone that is a very balanced person, that is a very strong person, like she says, because you wouldn't just let things that random people on the internet say, you wouldn't let that affect you, in my opinion, if you're as strong as she claims to be. So perhaps, you know, perhaps her claims are true. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below, guys. Or do you think that she is projecting, you know, all these claims about narcissism and whatnot? Do you think she's projecting that onto Hamza? Because to me, I don't know, guys. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know what to think, but I just don't see the proof. I don't see any of this making sense. Perhaps it does to you guys. You guys let me know what you think and what you make of this whole Memphis thing in the comment section down below, guys. Let me know what you think. Please give the video a big thumbs up. If you enjoyed it, please hit that subscribe button for more content right here on Daily Soap Dish, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.